Welcome to the Deep Dive.
Glad to be here.
Today, we're focusing on Palau. Specifically, their increasing efforts to tackle illegal drugs and, well, organized crime.
Yeah, there's quite a bit coming out on this.
We've got statements from President Surangel Whips Jr., some pretty revealing statistics, too. The mission today: really get a handle on the scope of the problem and Palau's strategy.
And President Whips Jr.'s stance is, well, it's striking, isn't it? Very determined.
Definitely. He's pushing hard for more cooperation.
And pushing for stricter drug laws, too.
Hmm.
Harsher penalties, especially for repeat offenders. He even took it directly to their national Congress, the Old Bill-era Palau.
Which really shows the urgency, right?
Absolutely. He believes it's critical.
He talked about the potential for an immediate impact with this new legislation.
Sending a clear message, that drugs aren't welcome.
Exactly. And speaking of messages, let's look at the prosecutions. The numbers mentioned in his State of the Republic address. Wow.
Quite a jump.
A huge jump. It went from just 5 meth-related cases the year before.
Right, with fines around, what, $58,000?
Nearly $58,000, yeah. And then more recently, 15 convictions.
15. And the fine?
Over $195,000.
So that's more than triple the fines they collected back in 2019. That's significant.
It really is. Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, does it signal maybe a shift? Are they targeting bigger players now, perhaps? Or just getting more effective?
Could be both.
Yeah.
And it's definitely ongoing. Since this administration started, they've filed 17 drug-related cases.
So the pressure's being kept up.
Seems like it. And look at the seizures. Customs and Border Protection. Between January 2023 and March 2025, the numbers are quite something.
What have they found?
Over 2,600 grams of methamphetamine.
Wow.
Also, 32 grams of cocaine and 123 vaping devices, presumably drug-related.
Those figures, especially the meth amount for a small nation like Palau, that really highlights the scale of the challenge they're facing.
No kidding. It shows just how much is getting through or trying to get through.
Indeed. And you have to ask, where's it all coming from? What are the routes? The networks involved must be fairly organized.
Right. But it's good to see the response isn't just about arrests and seizures,
Agreed. They're looking beyond simple enforcement. What else are they doing?
Well, they're implementing proactive measures, too, trying to tighten things up, especially in detention facilities.
Cutting off supply lines inside the system.
Exactly. Like banning food and goods brought in by visitors.
Okay.
And installing surveillance cameras. It's about stopping the problem from continuing even when people are locked up.
That makes sense. Preventative measures within corrections. And what about rehabilitation? Is that part of the picture?
It is, and that seems quite significant for the longer term. There's a new corrections facility, and it has programs specifically aimed at reducing recidivism, especially for those with substance abuse issues.
That's crucial. You have to address the root causes, the addiction itself, not just punish the act. It's a more holistic approach.
Totally agree. And President Whips has been quite open about this. The government can't do it alone.
Which points towards collaboration, right?
Absolutely. Interagency collaboration is key.
Yeah.
Domestically, you've got customs, immigration, labor, the post office, all working together.
Pooling resources and intelligence on the ground.
Yes. But it's not just domestic, is it?
No, and that's critical too, the international angle. Cooperation with partners like the FBI, DEA, NCIS, CIA.
And even Taiwan's Justice Department.
Right. It really underlines that this is a transnational issue. Drug trafficking doesn't respect borders.
So you need that cross-border cooperation. Intelligence sharing, coordinated operations. It's essential.
Definitely. And it seems the Office of the National Security Coordinator is playing a big part in pulling all these threads together.
Yeah, coordinating these domestic and international efforts. The goal being, of course, to boost Palau's overall safety and security.
So putting it all together, it looks like Palau is taking some really quite significant steps, a multifaceted strategy.
It really does seem that way. They're trying to protect their people, their future generations.
It's a strong commitment, blending tougher enforcement with prevention and, importantly, rehabilitation.
But it's clear they know it's an ongoing fight. A collective effort is needed.
Constantly adapting, constantly vigilant.
So here's something for you listening to think about. For a small island nation like Palau, how do you balance that need for stricter enforcement against the complexities of effective rehabilitation? It's a delicate act.
It really is.
And what does this level of intense international cooperation really tell us about how interconnected global crime fighting has become, especially in these kinds of contexts?
Good questions to ponder.
Definitely something to consider. Thanks for taking this deep dive with us today.